Hello, our friends. Welcome to our series of lectures on how to prepare for IELTS exam by Educational Center, TOPjargan, and I'm your host, Miram. Let's start. Hello, everyone, and welcome to lesson number 6. We will be talking about listening skills in details, especially about focus, how to train our cognitive skill, focus, and be very attentive. So let's get started. When we talk about focus, it's a very important cognitive skill because on IELTS exam, we will be doing listening for 30 minutes. And imagine you will be hearing for 30 minutes the speech in English, in foreign language. So it's very important not to get tired, to use your brain wisely and stay focused all the time. It's more about exam skills, it's less about language skills, but again, everything is interconnected. When we talk about focus, we highlight three main techniques which we'll be talking about today. So you can listen to the lecture, and after the lecture, you will train and you can train by yourself. First, anticipating the larger picture or seeing the bigger picture when you listen to the audio file. Next one is anticipating the particular answer for a particular question, right? It can be a word, a number, or it can be just a type of speech you are looking forward. And the third one, it's educated guess. So we advise, of course, to mark all the questions answered, but sometimes if you use some logic, some even I don't know, probability calculations behind your guesses, your chances will be higher to get higher score. Let's get started with larger picture. What does it mean literally? Larger picture, it's actually when you're not focused on a particular question one or question two, but when you see the range of questions, it can be horizontally or vertically. That's how we call it. When it's horizontally, before listening exam, you will be given about 30 seconds to go over all the parts. You can actually go through from section 1 to section 4. As you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. We advise you to do it. So you will be knowing at least what type of questions you will be answering. Are they multiple choice questions, diagrams, maps, etc., etc.? Okay, this is like a real example from Cambridge books, and you can see here I have completion, a map, multiple choice, and completion again. That's the larger picture. That will give you understanding. Next dimension is actually the vertical picture. So when you analyze section 1 before they start actually the audio file, please take your time to read all the question and anticipate possible answers you might have. That's really useful advice, and it will make your life easier. Next one is actually anticipating particular like answers to particular questions. It's like the logical continuation of seeing the larger picture of all listening questions, okay? So when we talk about anticipating, let's do this exercise together. We will be reading questions and just guessing a little bit what words might be the answers, what words we are looking for. So let's have a look. Section 1, 7 questions. Complete one word and or a number. It can be a word, it can be a number, or it can be a word and a number. So we will be squeeze every single information you might see. It will be about accommodation for, about students, about hall of residence, and so on. So name. I know probably name is just like the last name, so it will be like spelling. So it's like one word spelling. Date of birth, it will be like a number. We anticipate some number. Yeah, so parts of speech. Next one, course of study. Okay, there are students. It can be anything, I don't know, engineering, medicine, like, and so on. So we're anticipating some kind of like name of a subject, of a course, probably. Next one, number four, number of years planned in whole. Okay, usually it's like if an undergraduate study, it can be like 3, 4 years. If it like graduate, it can be 1, 2, 3. So depending on the degree level, we're anticipating some probably just number of years here. Then special dietary requirements, okay, like catering and like dietary requirements, no blah 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 red. What can be red when we talk about food? They can be vegetables, fruit, meat, some kind of restriction, okay? Next one, preferred room type, a single blah 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 something, we don't know yet. But let's pay attention to this article a single adjective, and probably it will be noun. It will be like not plural but singular noun because you have article a. So that might help. Really, really good hint. Next one, we have some interests, probably hobbies. We have badminton and something else. Maybe if it's sport, probably this might not be sport. There's less probability that this will be sport as well. Something else, maybe art, maybe music or something like that. Okay, that was a very brief, very clear example how we do like anticipating. That might help you a lot on a real exam, and when you practice, when you prepare, please do this task as well, okay, when you prepare for listening sections. Let's talk about educated guess. Again, everything is connected. Educated guess, it's also about seeing bigger picture. It's also about anticipating, but it's a bit slightly different. It's usually about multiple choice questions when you have some options to choose. Sometimes on IELTS listening, it's less obvious to understand the correct answer, but it's quite clear to understand which is not correct, right? They definitely tell you, for example, C, it's not right. So it's also very useful piece of information. You cross it out and you are choosing only between A and B. That's how we do educated guess. You maximize your chances to choose the right answer, okay? Or another example, let's have a look at the map. Here we have a map and educated guess. We can use just common logic. If we talk about dog walking area, probably it has to be something big, like vast, plain, I don't know, piece of territory. Maybe it can be G or it can be E. Probably it's less likely A or D because it's quite tiny. If we talk about garden, it's also kind of massive, like territory. It has to be maybe E, F, or G or something like that, right? So you use some kind of common sense and logic to anticipate some kind of questions. So again, I would like to highlight, don't forget about the golden rule, right? We have 3 rules. When we prepare for listening, it's vocabulary, 75% rule. It's spelling and it's focus. Also work on quality over quantity. Try to understand every single word in the listening audio files. That's the main approach we train. We have a lot more to do, but for this series of lectures, that's pretty much. And during the next lecture, we will talk about second part of listening exercises, which help us to get very high score. Thank you for joining. That's it for today, and good luck.